Good morning, everybody. I'm Ron Newcomb. I'm the president of Chattahoochee Technical College, and I'm so delighted to have you here with us today for such a very special day. This is about our 2019 Eagle Gold and Rick Perkins nominees, finalists, and recipients at the end. This is about the best of the best among our students and faculty. Now, I want to take a minute and talk about the groups that we've got in here. I'm off script. That's the way it is. If you're a student at Chat Tech, stand up. If you're a student at Chat Tech, stand up. I saw one senior citizen stand up and is getting free tuition. I'm glad to have you. Thank you. If you're a faculty member at Chat Tech, stand up. Faculty, stand up. All right. And staff. We got staff members here too. Staff, stand up as well. Got a bunch of staff in the back. Thank you all for being here. We got members of our board of directors and a board of trustees for the foundation, board of directors for the college, board of trustees for the foundation. Will you members of the board, you community folks, stand up, please? Thank you. We also have other members of the community here with us as guests. I saw Commissioner Carmichael, of course, and there may be other elected officials here, but if you're other member of the community, please stand up and let us thank you. Commissioner Carmichael, thank you, sir. Paulding County Commission Chairman. I can tell you we've got people here from all 6 of our counties and even beyond. And of course that's Paulding and Bartow, Cobb, Gilmer, Perkins, and Cherokee. We're delighted to have such a robust group here today. And we probably have some current or previous winners, Eagle, Gold, or Perkins. Could they stand up, please? In the back. Those are faculty members, and as with the faculty, this is going to be a secret. Don't tell anybody. But it's not the president of the college that gets things done. It's the faculty and staff. So if you're with the faculty and staff, tell them thank you very much. Before we start the program, have lunch and start the program, I'm going to ask Parnick Jennings from Black Oak Asset Management, who's also a longtime friend of the college as well as me personally, to come up and give an invocation.
Thank you, Ron. Let's bow together. Father, we enter your gates with thanksgiving and into your courts with praise. So thankful for this opportunity to recognize these that have achieved so much in life and so much more ahead of them, Father, that we know that they will achieve. But at the same time, we know that you have things that you have in store for us that are here also. So I pray that we would have ears to hear and a mind to comprehend what you really have in store for us during this time. I pray your blessings on this Chattahoochee Tech, that this beacon on the hill that shines all across this northwest corridor, Father. And I pray that those that enter their gates and enter these doors, I pray that you'll bless them with knowledge and opportunities for learning going forward, that they can be a blessing to our community and to their families. Speaking of blessings, Father, I thank you for this food. I ask your blessings on the food that we'll partake. And I pray, Father, we'll always be in your service. In Christ's name I pray. Amen.
Mr. Jennings first attended this a few years ago, and he came up to me and Mrs. Collum afterwards and said, holy cow, the student stories, the faculty, y'all need to be lifting them up everywhere and anywhere. Parade them in front of every audience. And yes, we share that sentiment, and we do it at every occasion. If the Eagle Gold and, oh, wait a minute, there's one other group here I left out. We got some family and friends of students or faculty here today, don't we? I know I talked to one dad on the way in who I told him the decision's already been made, and I don't know who it is on the student. But if we have family and friends for one of the nominees, please stand up. First in line, please, the Eagle Gold and Rick Perkins nominees and finalists, please be first at the buffet, and then we'll take it from there, okay? Thank you. Eat, and we'll come back in a few minutes. It's about time Although I see a lot of tables enjoying a lot of good conversation, I'm ready to get to the exciting point of this whole get-together, to talk about our students and our faculty. Speaking of faculty, well, wait a minute, I've got some other introductions, and I gave some warning about this. So, first of all, we've been joined by, I had introduced before, Chairman Carmichael from Paulding. We've been joined by Chairman Boyce, Mike Boyce of the Cobb County Commission. Mike, will you stand up for a second? Thank you all for being here. His excuse was this morning he was in an elementary school nearby, and the students were showing him a science-type project. It involved whether a one-ply toilet tissue or napkin lasted longer than a two-ply. And they explained all the research that they did to get to the conclusion. And then he was delayed getting here because he was talking to, can you believe it? He was talking to a group of seniors, and he put them first. We appreciate you doing that. I also told her I was going to introduce her. We have got a distinguished Cherokee County. I know you're shaking your head, Frankie. Frankie Shepard was on the board forever. Yeah, she's been around a few years. She was Citizen of the Year in Cherokee County two handful of years back. She was an educator forever. We're delighted that she's joined us. Frankie, stand up and let's say hello to you. We've got, all this didn't just happen, and I'm not supposed to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. There were a couple of people that, this was a cast of characters that put all this together. You understand that, but there were two folks that really were heavy into this. One is Kelly Eubanks. Kelly, stand up, and Elena Abney in the back. Stand up, Elena. You see those flowers there? You see those centerpieces? Those were put together right here yesterday, piece by piece, by those two, and they're outstanding. I appreciate that so much. And one final comment before I get on with this, and that is I was in line talking to someone who said, I'm an ex-student of Chat Tech, and I'm not going to say who it is, but he focused on networking with us, graduated in 12, I recall, and he's done quite well since leaving us. I told him that I'm going to have to approach him about being on a poster or something. If you're looking, I won't introduce who he was, but if you're looking at upper 80s or 90, you've been done very well since you left Chat Tech. And I say that because that's the kind of graduates we produce that go out into the workforce. I'm very, very proud of him. All right, and speaking about being very proud of, I get to introduce the MC. Dr. Forrester, come on up here, Dr. Forrester. Juanita Forrester is, she is a biology instructor here at Chat Tech. She's been here since 2011. She's a great she's a great teacher. She's a great advocate for science outreach. They do all kinds of things in that department with local elementary, middle schools, and high schools. She, in 2017, she was our Perkins teacher. And if y'all aren't familiar with that lingo, that means Teacher of the Year. And she's got a PhD in entomology from University of Georgia. So she never knows how quite to say this, but when I say she's our bug doctor, as an entomology PhD, she's indeed our bug doctor. And she does a great job of it. I give you Dr. Juanita Forrester.
Thank you, Dr. Newcomb, for your kind words and humbling introduction. It means a great deal coming from you, a person that I look up to as an educator and a leader. I honestly believe that the truest measure of how much your administration trusts you is how much open mic time they give you. Don't worry, Dr. Newcomb, I promise I'll behave as much as I can. I am beyond honored to be here to help recognize outstanding faculty and students. One outstanding faculty member is up here on the stage with me now, Ms. Stephanie O'Donohue. She was Chattahoochee Tech's 2018 Rick Perkins Award recipient and also State of Georgia Rick Perkins Award winner. Let's give her a round of applause.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's been a great year. Traveling around the state, spreading the gospel of engineering and STEM. But I will say that I am going to be really pleased to hand the baton over to the next person, who we find out in a few minutes, who's going to represent Chattahoochee Technical College as the RPA winner 2019. And I hope that I will see that person at state, and I'll be handing them the reign as the state RPA winner as well. So let's just keep our fingers crossed that we take it all the way again next year. Pleasure to be here with you. It's been great representing this college. It's a great college. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephanie. So let's get started. Nominations for the awards that we're presenting today opened last fall. This is a thorough and lengthy process, and I have been waiting patiently. Now, for me, that's a challenge, but I've been waiting patiently to see who these winners are going to be, and I just can't wait any longer. So before we start, let's make sure everybody can hear. Can you hear me in the back? This side? Good. Let's get started. So we'll begin by awarding the 2019 Rick Perkins Awards. The Rick Perkins Award recognizes outstanding faculty. Faculty members are nominated by students, peers, and staff based on several criteria: dedication to teaching, impact on and involvement with students, scholarly approach to teaching and learning, and contribution to education in the institution, in the community, and in the profession. I know these judges, and I know they were all inspired by every candidate. Thank you to the many staff and community members who served on the selection committees. Individuals serving on the selection committees are listed in your program, but if you are here, please stand up so we can thank you one more time. So let's meet our 2019 Rick Perkins Award nominees and their nominators. Instructors and nominators, please stand as I read your name and program affiliation. The 2019 Chattahoochee Technical College Rick Perkins Award nominees are Stephen Anderson, Environmental Technology, nominated by student Eric Robinson. Kathleen Christopher, English, nominated by student Evelyn Jones. Shalonda Dixon, Communications and Speech, nominated by faculty Sylvia Golston, Stephanie O'Donohue, and Sherry Solwinski, also nominated by student Kenneth Cooper. Ryan Green, Business Management, nominated by faculty member Sherry Solwinski. Frank Insco, English and Spanish, nominated by student Emma McNeil. Brian Moss, Marketing Management and Business Management, nominated by Associate Dean Jennifer Smith and student Cody Jones. Stephanie Puffer, Physical Therapy Assistant, nominated by Dean Ron Webb. Glenn Reed, Design and Media Production Technology, nominated by student Jennifer Risson. I'm sad to say Mr. Reed passed away recently, just this past weekend. He was one of our finest instructors at CTC, and the legacy that he built ensures that his students and his program will endure, just as Mr. Reed will always be with us in our memories and our hearts. Stephen Riley, Math, nominated by student Whitney Dunnigan. Amy Schaefer, Occupational Therapy Assistant, nominated by faculty member Sherry Solwinski. Jennifer Staten, English, nominated by faculty members Ginger Burton and Judy Cannon, also students Zachary Allison, Chloe Bales, Rebecca Dow, and Gabrielle Tatum. So from this pool of nominees, 5 Rick Perkins Award finalists were selected to move forward. It is my pleasure to present them to you. As Dr. Newcomb said, the best of the best. Those who consistently go above and beyond to prepare students for their next move, be it academic or workplace. Finalists, please join me individually on stage when I call your name. Stephen Anderson, Environmental Technology. Very good. Frank Insco, English and Spanish. Stephanie Puffer, Physical Therapy Assistant. Amy Schaefer, Occupational Therapy Assistant. Jennifer Staten, English. Congratulations, Rick Perkins Award finalists. I can tell you firsthand that these professors are the elite. I can also tell you how glad I am that I am not the one who had to decide amongst them. Dr. Newcomb, would you join me at the podium and do the honor of announcing the first runner-up, followed by the Rick Perkins Award recipient?
I too am glad that I'm not the one to have to decide. In fact, we have a policy on this. Nobody tell Dr. Newcomb who won. I accidentally blew it on something one time, and I'm not going to do that again. So, we talked about this yesterday. There was some show where somebody got the runner-up and the winner's name, the recipient's name mixed up and opened the wrong one. I'm opening the Rick Perkins first runner-up. This person will receive a one-time $500 stipend, as well as a $1,000 travel allowance to cover professional conference expenses. I didn't say trip to the beach. All right, and the runner-up for 2019, first runner-up for the Rick Perkins Award for Chattahoochee Technical College is Jennifer Staten. The Rick Perkins 1919 recipient will receive a one-time $1,000 stipend, as well as a $1,000 travel allowance to cover professional conference expenses, as well as a seat at the Georgia Master Teaching Experience, which is a very prestigious series to be in, and depending where he or she parks their car, a dedicated parking spot for the year. Well, we can see what the priority in the prizes was on that one. All right. The 2019 recipient of the Rick Perkins Award from Chattahoochee Tech is Stephanie Puffer.
Hello, my name is Stephanie Puffer, and I'm from Los Angeles, California. I've been teaching at Chattahoochee Technical College in the Physical Therapist Assistant program for 10 years. I enjoy learning to play the guitar, singing in my church choir, and running around with my Australian cattle dog. When I got the opportunity to teach a class at CTC, I realized that I feel most connected to these students because their history and stories are just like mine. Teaching here gives me the opportunity to say to someone, in either word or deed, I care about what happens to you. I love my current work and can easily see myself doing this until retirement. I want to continue to support our students, and I'm honored to be a part of the Chattahoochee Technical College faculty. Now I know why Kelly told us all to rehearse our speech over and over, because my mind is completely empty right now. Thank you, Dr. Newcomb. Also want to thank Kelly and Elena for running these programs so beautifully. Also Ron Webb, my dean, who's incredibly supportive and has been a wonderful mentor for me. I'm a little overwhelmed right now. I'm very happy and very honored to represent the Chattahoochee Tech faculty, especially health sciences, because of course that's my group, and also because we graduate students that go out into the world and improve the quality of lives of individuals in our community. I grew up in Southern California, too shy, too tall, not brave, and never expected to go to college. My father told me that I should marry someone who went to school and that would be just as good. No woman in my family had ever gone to college. So I became a secretary like my mom, and I was a good secretary, but I dreamed of doing something else. I just didn't know what. I discovered physical therapy after several rather painful knee surgeries and began to think that maybe this was the something else I had dreamed of doing. The idea of returning to school, however, was daunting. So I gathered my courage and I enrolled at Santa Monica Community College. I spent 2 years there discovering my love of learning, then somehow managed to be one of the 10% accepted to PT school. Then 10 years ago, I was teaching part-time at Georgia State University when I got the opportunity to teach a class to the first PTA cohort here. And honestly, I didn't know what to expect, but I quickly realized that this is where I belong. That these are my people. Our students' story is my story. I want to impress upon them that this is not a second choice. This is an opportunity for a terminal degree that will give them a rewarding career for a lifetime. The truest part of my speech to you today is that when I look at our students, I see myself. I'm so grateful for my education. There is never a day that goes by when I think to myself, oh, I don't want to go to work. I never think that, and I want this for our students. PTA is just one small part of the greater whole that makes up this college, that makes up the TCSG system. All of those parts fit together to make up a set of diverse programs for anyone that wants a career where they too can be happy to go to work every day. The connections I make with our students continue long after graduation. A few months ago, I was speaking with the adult daughter of one of our recent PTA graduates. She is pursuing her cybersecurity degree here. She told me, I want to change my life at the same place where my mom changed hers. We are educating individuals to pass on a legacy. That's powerful. We tell our students, you give us 2 years and we'll give you a legacy for life. Thank you very much.
Suppose I should offer a formal congratulations, but I just can't. Stephanie, we are so proud of you. You are the epitome of outstanding education. Congratulations. Chattahoochee Tech and its students are so fortunate to have you as part of our faculty and our family. Let us move forward now to the college's Eagle Award. EAGLE stands for Exceptional Adult Georgian in Literacy Education, and the award celebrates students who personify exceptional achievement in adult education classes. The EAGLE program also creates awareness of educational opportunities in local communities across the state, while also fostering engagement in lifelong learning pursuits. I can think of nothing more noble. I am delighted to present the 4 finalists for the EAGLE Award. Finalists, please join me individually on the stage as I call your name. Annabelle Arenas. Aaron Lockhart. Deborah Hajlu. Derek Whitaker. Another round of applause for our EAGLE finalists. Dr. Newcomb, would you join me again and announce the EAGLE Award recipient?
It's a lot of fun opening these envelopes. The Eagle Award 2019 for Chattahoochee Technical College is Derek Whitaker.
Hello, my name is Derek Whitaker and I am from Chicago, Illinois. I am 30 years old and I received my GED at Chattahoochee Technical College and I'm majoring in psychology. If I can describe CTC in one word, it would be helpful. I love hanging with my family and friends, listening to books, kayaking, and indoor wall climbing. I'm passionate about community and unity. I'm always trying to help people fix their problems, so I decided why not do it professionally. After graduating with my degree, I would like to obtain my master's in psychology, but I haven't narrowed in on a specialty yet. Hopefully, I can get my PhD and eventually own my own practice. Thank you for choosing me as this year's EAGLE recipient.
Onward and upward. It's time to announce the 2019 goal recipient. It's important to know that many sponsors and supporters help make all of these awards happen, but our generous donors play a special role in helping us to honor our goal recipient. The Cobb Chamber of Commerce is a steadfast goal sponsor. Austin Riley, Workforce Initiatives Manager with the Chamber, thank you for being here today. Additionally, it takes lots of staff, faculty, and community members serving on screening and selection panels to help us select nominees. If you served on a panel in the goal selection process, please stand so we can thank you for your time and commitment. Thank you all again for serving. And once again, I know these judges, and I can tell you firsthand that trying to select a single goal winner this year was almost impossible. These students are outstanding. They are professional, poised, and their stories are extremely compelling. You will see exactly what I mean in just a few moments when they share their stories with all of us. What an honor. Students are nominated by an instructor who recognizes in that student a thirst and dedication for learning and leadership. Students and nominating instructors, please stand as I call your names. Abby Carter, Radiography, nominated by Jamie Bailey. Sandra Dykes, Surgical Technology, nominated by Lorraine Wilderman. Mitchell Georgiana, Criminal Justice, nominated by Jennifer Combs. Chris Kottner, Physical Therapy Assistant, nominated by Stephanie Puffer. Sue Nguyen, Marketing Management, nominated by Rick Nelson. Tyler Phelan, Paramedicine, nominated by Ryan Dennert. Nikki Rowland, Healthcare Assistant Certificate, nominated by Pauline Berry Woods. Alicia Thompson, Marketing Management, nominated by Brian Moss. Congratulations, goal nominees. You all truly represent the best at Chattahoochee Tech. We are proud of each of you and know that you will go far in your endeavors upon graduation. It is now my pleasure to announce the 5 finalists. We'll have the opportunity to hear each finalist's speech very soon, but first I'll announce their names, and as I call your name, please join me on stage. Abby Carter. Chris Kottner. Sue Nguyen. Nikki Rowland. Last but certainly not least, Alicia Thompson. Gold finalists, we are looking forward to hearing from each of you how technical education has impacted your lives. Finalists, as the student before you finishes, please go ahead and step to the podium to make your presentation. We'll begin with Abby Carter.
My name is Abby Carter, and I am from Marietta, Georgia. I am 19 years old and a radiography major at Chattahoochee Technical College. If I could describe Chattahoochee in one word, it would be nurturing. I love anything sports-related, music, animals, scrapbooking, and helping others. My passion for helping and taking care of others has led me to pursue a role in medical imaging. X-rays help me to see the bones inside the body, but my goal is to see inside the heart. After graduating with my degree, I want to become a certified technologist in MRI, mammography, and radiation therapy. I would love to open up my own medical imaging center one day in honor of the family I have lost. I am thankful for my education and so honored to represent Chattahoochee Technical College. Education is not just about going to school and getting a degree. It's about widening your knowledge and absorbing the truth about life. Hi, I'm Abby Carter, a radiography student at Chattahoochee Technical College. Growing up, I was always fascinated with healthcare and helping others, and I knew I was meant to be in the medical field. After an injury in middle school when I broke my ankle, I was sent to the hospital to take x-rays. I was so intrigued by the environment, the people, the machinery, that I fell in love with x-rays and medical imaging as a whole. And from that moment on, my dream was to become an x-ray technologist. I grew up believing that you never have to work a day in your life when you're in a job you're passionate about. But my only dilemma was finding a college that would make my dream come true. While all my friends were applying to traditional four-year universities in Georgia and out of state, I knew these colleges didn't offer what I wanted. But Chattahoochee Tech, the technical college in my own backyard, offered the path to my dream career. So with the help of great counselors and advisors, I began my journey a year and a half ago. Chattahoochee Tech is spread out throughout North Georgia with 8 beautiful campuses accessible to students ready to learn and gain knowledge all around in different areas. Since enrolling at Chattahoochee in August of 2017, I've gained a great deal of knowledge which has equipped me to succeed and apply to the radiography program. I was thrilled to be accepted this past summer into the program, with it only accepts 20 students annually. And as the youngest in my class at 19 years old, I'm now making my dream a reality. While students in traditional four-year universities spend many semesters in their classes before even entering the workplace, my program at Chattahoochee allows me to go directly into the workplace on day 2. This opportunity allows invaluable hands-on field experience as well as learning in the classroom. I'm gaining valuable skills and techniques from experts in the field while learning in the classroom the next day with highly qualified instructors and a small student-to-teacher ratio. I'm learning textbook procedures, practicing in lab class, as well as working alongside radiologists and techs in a wide variety of hospitals and outpatient centers. There are very high expectations of me, which push me to be the best version of myself and to shine with academic excellence. Through my exceptional education at Chattahoochee, I've realized that every day is like a job interview and that I've given myself the best possible opportunity to get a well-paying job right out of college in the medical field, which was my dream to begin with. With a high-rated job placement, I feel confident that my technical education has given me the skills I need to succeed in the real world. The tuition at technical colleges is affordable and fair, meaning I won't have excessive debt and student loan as I begin my career. And with the help of the Hope Scholarship, I am so excited to begin my career, and I'm simply providing a very small but very important investment at Chattahoochee while receiving a very amazing career to start with so many doors just waiting to be opened. The path from dreams to success does exist, so you may have the vision to find it, the courage to get onto it, and the perseverance to follow it. I'm so honored to have been nominated for this award, and I'm so thankful to be here with all of you today. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Chris Cotner, and I'm from Kennesaw, Georgia. I'm 29 years old and majoring as a physical therapist assistant at Chattahoochee Technical College. If I could describe CTC in one word, it would be invested. I love weightlifting, hiking, kayaking, drawing, building, and spending time with my wife and pets. When I was a personal trainer, I had a client who passed away from cancer. We became really close before her passing, and I vowed to her I would keep helping others and try to make a difference in the world. After graduating with my degree, I want to be a part of developing a well-rounded system, beginning with the most essential component of our existence, our health. I am thankful for my education and honored to represent Chattahoochee Technical College. Life for me was never easy growing up in a home where there was addiction and abuse, which sent my life into a downward spiral. About 6 years ago, I was living a reckless life of no regret, structure, or value, which led me to an unfortunate event that wound me up in the hospital, nearly dying. When I woke that next day, I had an epiphany. In that moment, I decided to pursue an ongoing dream to become a personal trainer and help others find their way through healthy living and fitness. Through this, I met a woman named Joanne who became one of my first clients, and she changed my life forever. Joanne was an elderly woman who was seeking assistance in gaining her life back after losing an incredible amount of weight. I was nervous to take on such a client, but hand in hand and little by little, we made slow progress. Joanne improved exponentially in all aspects of her health and even reported gaining abilities back she hasn't had in years. We were even able to accomplish a lifelong goal of hers, and that was hiking her first mountain ever. It wasn't easy, but to see what she had accomplished through all her hard work and determination of our training was such an incredible feeling. Joanne became more than just a client. She was family. After a few years, Joanne was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, eventually had to end training for treatment, and that devastated me. So I decided to reevaluate my future career plans. Thinking back on our relationship, the impact we had on each other, and after being out of school for 10 years, I decided to enroll in college and pursue a career in physical therapy to help others gain value back in their lives, just as she provided me. I told her of my plans. She invested in my vision, believed in me, and provided me a way to continue my path. Less than a year later, Joanne passed away from complications of the cancer, but she gave me the gift of value back into my life. Since then, I've enrolled in technical college, have maintained all A's, have been accepted into a high-profile physical therapist assistant program, and am one step closer to reaching my goal and helping more people like her. So far, technical education has given value back into my life, providing me structure and a plan, and has shown me my capabilities of helping more people in need. Just as Joanne and I provided each other such growth, this journey of higher education through technical college has brought me back from a life of poor quality to a life of hope, excitement, and achievement. I have found myself with technical education, and has taught me to believe in myself again. The quality of life I've acquired through technical college is the same quality of life that I'd like to pass forward to an individual within a career of being a physical therapist assistant. It's not easy on the way up the mountain. You will struggle, you will become fatigued, but you must always remember why you started and keep pushing, because the view from the top is absolutely worth it and well-deserved. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Sue Nguyen. I have lived in the States since 2015, but I am originally from Vietnam. I am 22 years old, majoring in marketing management at Chattahoochee Technical College. If I could describe CTC in one word, it would be diverse. I love helping others achieve their goals, as well as discussing social issues with people who are passionate about making a positive impact on society. As the president of the International Club and Phi Beta Lambda, I have the ability to capitalize on opportunities that I find or are offered to me. From a shy girl feeling afraid of a completely different environment from home, I have overcome different obstacles and grown into the person I am today. After graduating with my degree, I hope to be able to run my own advertising agency that serves small local businesses and helps them prosper. I'm thankful for my education and honored to represent Chattahoochee Technical College. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is such a great honor for me to be standing here in a room filled with outstanding individuals that Chattahoochee Tech has to offer. In fact, I expect to graduate in May, and I truly believe that goal is one of the last puzzle pieces that I need to complete my journey at this great college. All the accomplishments that I have today always bring me back to the day when my mom told me that hãy vẫy cánh, bay cao nơi đất người, con là niềm tự hào của gia đình. Yes, it means go spread your wings on the overseas sky. You are the pride of our family. Like a little bird leaving its nest for the first time, I was filled with worries. However, as I started my journey at Chattahoochee Tech as an international student, the fear and doubt slowly disappeared. In the state of Georgia, where many prestigious four-year colleges are located, I still chose Chattahoochee Tech as I believed in the affordability of a quality education with focus on practical knowledge. I was also impressed by the international services as they made the transfer process so seamless that I could confidently immerse myself into a friendly college atmosphere. Chat Tech has always been a great environment for me to grow and develop, even when things become difficult. Being the first family member to go to college, I always felt the pressure to achieve the highest GPA or to quickly figure out what I would truly like to become. I could not let my parents down as they worked so hard for me to be here in the United States. Luckily, Chat Tech was there to support me in many ways. EMAP, the Education Master Advising Plan, offered tremendous help through my search for major. The small classroom size, as well as the helpfulness of instructors, made it easy for me to absorb knowledge and define my career path. Also, extracurricular opportunities like the Student Leadership Academy, Phi Beta Lambda, and the International Club shaped my mindset as a student leader.
In June 2018, at the National Leadership Conference held by Future Business Leaders of America, Phi Beta Lambda, I was ranked 2nd nationally in public speaking. I was also ranked 6th nationally in marketing analysis and decision making. Receiving the award, I felt truly certain about my passion for marketing and my ambition to become an advertising agency owner that serves small, local businesses like my parents in my home country. Like a bird flying through darkness, finally finding its way into the light, my future now is as bright and wide open as the blue sky. Flying from Vietnam for 9,000 miles. Yes, it is 9,000 miles away from home, and being on the journey of self-exploration at Chattahoochee Tech. From a little bird afraid to fly, I transformed to a golden eagle with pride and wisdom. Just like me, thousands of students at the Technical College System of Georgia always have and always will become magnificent golden eagles soaring to different skies with the skills, the knowledge, and passion carried with them from the TCSG. These golden eagles are going to create significantly positive impact on society. Thank you for your time.
My name is Nikki Rowland, and I am from Hiram, Georgia. I am 22 years old and pursuing a degree in nursing at Chattahoochee Technical College. If I could describe CTC in one word, it would be efficient. I love my church, eating out with friends, skating, and shopping. I believe that God put a desire in my heart to help people. It is my dream to become a nurse. I plan to show how God can use even the most unexpected people for His glory. My grandmother's last words to me were to pursue my education. It makes me happy to know that I am fulfilling her wishes. After graduating with my degree, I want to be a successful nurse practitioner. I am thankful for my education and honored to represent Chattahoochee Technical College. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nikki Rowland, and I'm 22 years old. A few years ago, God placed a strong desire in my heart to help people, and I believe that nursing is a great way of accomplishing that. I knew that pursuing a career in nursing would require a college education, which seemed easy at the time, but some things came up in life that made that decision much more difficult. Usually while in your junior or senior year in high school, you start making decisions about where you would like to attend college. That was not the case for me. While I was homeschooled, I never dropped out, but I decided I would pursue something from the state, such as a GED. After obtaining my GED equivalent, I was still unable to attend college because I had no means for transportation and I was financially unstable. A few years down the road, God blessed me with a car and a stable job. I was still unable to attend college because I was financially unstable still, and I was wondering how I would be able to balance out paying my bills and going to college. I eventually heard about Chattahoochee Tech. I learned that they had an affordable nursing program and that they had different campuses, one of which I lived near, which was perfect for me because I could save on gas by not having to drive far to school, and with Chattahoochee Tech's affordable nursing program, I could pursue my dream of becoming a nurse. I decided to apply and got accepted. I have learned so many things while attending Chattahoochee Tech. The instructors at Chattahoochee Tech are very helpful. From my personal experience, they will help you to succeed in whatever classes you take. They will also, if any problems arise during the classroom, they were just a phone call or email away. Attending a smaller school is a good thing. Attending a larger school will be quite terrifying, especially for someone like me who's more on the introverted side. Chattahoochee Tech is much easier, especially for people like me, to get adjusted to. I am so thankful to have found Chattahoochee Tech. Some of my great-grandmother's last words to me were to go to school, get your education, and to do what you want to do in life. Not what others want you to do, but what you want to do. I am so proud to say that I am almost there. I am almost to the point of fulfilling my dream of becoming a nurse, and I cannot thank God enough for providing me a way to do that through Chattahoochee Tech. I think technical schools in Georgia are very important because there are many people out there who cannot afford to go to college because they have their own jobs to hold down or even they have their own families to take care of. Every human being has a dream, and schools like Chattahoochee Tech make these dreams reality. I do not think that a person should have to miss out on his or her dream just because he or she cannot afford to attend a bigger school, unlike Chattahoochee Tech. Thank you.
Hello.
My name is Alicia Thompson, and I am from Marietta, Georgia. I am 20 years old, majoring marketing management at Chattahoochee Technical College. If I could describe CTC in one word, it would be quality. I enjoy reading, binge watching Netflix, and being the vice president of Phi Beta Lambda chapter here at CTC. My parents always inspired me to work hard and follow my dreams. I always give 110%, whether it's in my career, education, or personal work. My career at the Home Depot is important to me because when I graduate, I want to obtain a marketing position at the Store Support Center. Eventually, I would love to start my own restaurant or a marketing firm that helps small businesses successfully market their companies. I am thankful for my education and honored to represent Chattahoochee Technical College. Sorry, I'm getting a little teary-eyed here, hearing all these stories for the first time and how hard everyone's worked to overcome all these things in their lives to be here, and I'm so grateful to be nominated. And hello, my name is Alicia Thompson, and I'm a marketing management major here at Chattahoochee Technical College, and I am proud to say that I will be graduating with an Associate of Applied Science this spring. Growing up as a kid, my parents always stressed the importance of an education. Neither one of them graduated from high school, so they understood the difficulties of building a successful career without one. They didn't want us to struggle like they did, so they always encouraged us to, 1, follow our dreams, and 2, get a higher level of education. However, having 12 kids meant they couldn't support us financially through college. And yes, I said 12 kids. After having 4 of their own, they decided to adopt 8 more, and I was lucky enough to be one of those 8. Though there was never a dull moment growing up, there was a lot of difficulties and challenges we had to overcome since all of us had some sort of physical or mental disabilities, which they supported us through. As we all came of age, they gave us the choice to choose our own path in life. However, freedom and independence came with responsibility. It wasn't easy, and I didn't have the clearest path set out for me. I knew I couldn't afford a fancy 4-year college degree or go to some big university like all my friends. But what I did know is that I wanted to go to college and I wanted to further my education, and that no matter what I do or where I go, I'm going to be successful at anything I set my mind to. I never imagined I'd be at a technical college, but I'm glad I came. Through TCSG, not only am I getting a valuable education, but I'm also gaining experiences I never imagined, such as this. And it is all affordable. Also here, we get to learn from knowledgeable instructors with years of experience in their fields who are passionate about teaching, which is also helping me excel in my classes. I get to put my own knowledge to the test by representing CTC at Phi Beta Lambda, and can proudly say that I'm a national winner, getting 6th place in marketing analysis and decision makings alongside 2 of my fellow students here, last summer in Baltimore, and I can't wait to represent again this year in San Antonio. Now, what does a technical education mean to me? A technical education means that I can continue to learn and that I can continue to grow, and that just because I can't afford an education means I don't deserve to get one. I work hard every day as a full-time student to maintain my GPA, work full-time to earn a living, and to reach my goal of being the best and most successful version of myself that I can be. And thanks to the Technical College System of Georgia, I am one step further towards reaching that goal. And through this education that I have obtained, I can begin building my meaningful career path in a field that I am passionate about. Thank you.
Wow. See what I mean when I say poised and professional? You all were outstanding. I know that each of you would be a very, very excellent goal representative for Chattahoochee Technical College. The Chattahoochee Tech goal recipient will go on to the statewide competition this spring, competing with other college recipients to become the coveted state winner. I say coveted because the state winner receives a brand new car as part of their award. How amazing is that? Should we make them wait any longer? No. Dr. Newcomb, if you would, do the honors of announcing the goal award recipient.
The one young lady was getting a little teary. I was getting a little teary too. Somebody else in the audience maybe? I tell you what, don't you ever forget none of us in this room do, the impact that we have in the lives of students. We've got 10,000 students at Chat Tech. Some of those students knew pretty early in life what their path was. Some got a little ways along the way before they knew what their path was. Some took a different path before they came to us. But I tell you what, the faculty get to see this all the time. I get to see it from time to time, this being one of the times in that graduation. What a difference we are making, and we're helping individuals, students such as this, to find that path and to be on that path and to be successful. It's so very rewarding to hear y'all and your personal stories. I have an envelope here. I wish it had 5 names on it, but each one of y'all is so very successful, so very proud of you. Listen, I feel in good shape. Somebody's going to take my x-ray. Somebody's going to work on physical therapy. I've got some staff in here that would definitely say I need some marketing and some health care. So either way, at graduation, some of y'all heard me say there were some Surge Tech students graduating. I said, I love all my healthcare students, but I don't look forward to seeing any of you Surge Tech. So the winner of the 2019 recipient of the Georgia Occupational Award of Excellence from Chattahoochee Tech, the Student of the Year, is Sue Nugent. Out of your way. It's your turn, isn't it? Yep.
Before we close, we have a final presentation from the Chattahoochee Tech Foundation to the Eagle winner, Gold winner, Rick Perkins Award winner, and Rick Perkins first runner-up. Please welcome Mr. Jason Anavitarte, Chattahoochee Tech Foundation Chair and Director of State Development and Advocacy for CareSource.
4 years ago, the Chattahoochee Tech Foundation was able to create an endowment specifically for Eagle and Gold Award recipients. State competition and subsequent college-related responsibilities of the recipient oftentimes require travel, clothing, and other expenses. Today, the foundation would like to present a $500 cash award to both the Gold and Eagle recipient. This award is to support all your efforts going forward representing Chattahoochee Tech at the state competition as well as educational needs you may have. As a representative of the Foundation of Trustees, I can tell you how proud we are of your accomplishments. We know you're going to do great in the future, and I just want to thank the staff and the volunteers and everybody who impact our students every single day to give them this opportunity and opportunities going forward. So thank you for everything.
Speaking of photos, before we get out of here, I need all runner-ups, recipients to stay, please, and awardees will get a check from a photo of the check from the foundation. You know, it's up to me to make some closing remarks. I'd be repeating a little bit what I said, but I do want to point out a couple of things. Not only are we 10,000 strong on the 8 campuses, as you heard one of the students say, we got some good things going, and since I got a couple of commissions here, I want to be sure and point out. Paulding, we got an aviation academy that the General Assembly has put money in the budget for. We hope that continues to move forward well. And in Cobb, of course, a health building, Mr. Chairman, we've already had the groundbreaking for that, but we got $4 million in there for the equipment. You know, it's good if you're going to get a building and have the equipment for it. And so that's great news. And of course, we're in the design process now for this very campus here for an advanced manufacturing. So I say to all y'all, great things are happening in Chat Tech, not just with the students, not with just excellent faculty, but we also got good news on equipment and buildings and things such as that. Stephanie continues in her state role for a few more months. We whispered a minute ago, she's still got to speak as the state winner. You remember, she won here and went on and won the state. She gets to speak to the General Assembly very soon. And so, Stephanie, no pressure, but I'll give the link to everybody the morning that you're making the presentation. She's a natural, she'll be fine. The other Stephanie, good luck in your moving forward to regional and at the state level. Dr. Forrester, as always, you're a jewel. We appreciate you so very much. Thank you for emceeing this and for what you do in the classroom every day. Thank you all for being supportive of what we do, for participating in what we do, for being here today. If the Gold Eagle RPA finalists and nominating instructors will stay after the conclusion, we'll get some photos. Thank you again for being here today. Be careful in your travels. Thank you all.